Hi, I'm Amy, and I want to share a little bit of what happened this morning when my husband and I were praying. We are in the midst of a remodel on an older house that we are converting into two rentals. It had basically an unfinished basement that we have done extensive work to and are turning into a second apartment. And there have been days where it was a lot of fun and days that it's overwhelming. There's always with older houses, there's always all kinds of things that you run into and things that need to be fixed. And yet the Lord showed us multiple ways and multiple times that this was a project that He wanted us to take on. We knew going into it, we knew when we bought the house that we were saying yes to what He wanted us to do in this season. Now, that doesn't make it always easy. That doesn't mean that it's always smooth, but it is a word that we can always go back to and remember we're doing this in obedience, and therefore we have a choice of how we do it. We can either strive and try to do it out of our own strength and our own thoughts and wisdom and ideas and opinions, or we can step back and sit with the Lord and take time with Him and ask how He wants us to do it. Get His vision for this project, get His vision for how to move forward. Well, after quite a number of months of first tearing out and then putting back and rebuilding, we are at the point of making some small decisions. I mean, really small, like paint colors and trim, things that are should be pretty easy. But when you are tired and when you are just ready for a project to get done, sometimes they can be overwhelming. You may have something like that in your life where you're in the middle and it's starting to just get tired. You're just tired. It's starting to get draining. And some of the things that are small details turn into big details and you're overwhelmed. Well, I want to encourage you because this morning, as my husband and I were praying and just laying it before the Lord and saying, Lord, there's some of these decisions that should not be this hard. We know that this is valuable, but it shouldn't be this hard. So we bring it back to you and we lay it at your feet and we just want to worship you. We want you to be larger in our vision than anything else. We want to exalt you to the place where we're overwhelmed by you. Nothing else in our lives should have that place except for you. We should be overwhelmed with your goodness, with your power, with your kindness, with your mercy, with your grace, with your wisdom. We should be overwhelmed by how you are leading us and directing us, and that we even get to walk with you this day in all of these details, in all of these decisions. That's what should overwhelm us. And so we set everything aside and allowed ourselves to get back to that place where we were overwhelmed by him. And in that place, which this is a common practice that I do in my walk, is when things start to overwhelm me, I set it aside and I just exalt Jesus, exalt my Father, exalt the God who created me greater than anything else. So when I got to that point this morning, there was also this new thing that he began to show me. As I lay in bed before him and was praying and asking him, Father, what colors should we choose? What should we do as we are finishing up these details? I just felt like he said, the desires and the vision that I've already given you in your heart, do what's in your heart to do. I've already placed a vision in your heart. Don't second guess it. Just continue forward with what I've already given you to do. And then as I was thinking about that and just receiving his word, he also reminded me of how many times in my life he had blessed me in the details of a situation, of a home, of something I read, of something I received as a gift, as all whatever way it came, there was a detail that was very personal to me that spoke to me in the midst of whatever it was that made me realize this is from God. It was a confirmation that this word, this home that we're buying, this thing that I'm doing, this book that I'm, whatever it is, there was a detail in it that was very personal that touched me and made me know I am known, I am seen. God, you're here with me. And this is some place that you're meeting me in this moment. So there's been those places in my own life. And this morning, as we were praying, I realized as he was telling me, go with the vision I've given you, that somewhere down the line, I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know who it's going to be with, but there are going to be people moving into these rentals, into this home to make it their home. And there's going to be things in the details, maybe the paint color, maybe the way the cabinets are organized, maybe the size of the bedroom. Who knows what it will be? Maybe it's the raspberry bush in the flower bed where I was just picking raspberries the other day. But there's going to be details in this home that are going to bless someone who's going to live there at some point in the future. And they are going to praise God for it. They're going to raise their hands and their heart and be in praise and in awe of God that they brought them to this home and blessed them with the things that they are longing for. So I want to encourage you today, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever task that God has set before you and asked you to do, whatever creative endeavor you are doing, as you sit with Him and let Him birth in you and plant seeds in you of his heart as he molds your desires to fit in with what he is desiring. Run with that vision because at some point somebody is going to look at what you did. Somebody is going to use what you created. Somebody is going to read what you've written. Somebody is going to somehow come in contact with whatever assignment you are in right now for God, whatever you're doing for Him, with Him, together, the two of you, whatever you're doing with Him right now, somebody's going to come in contact with that at some point, and it's going to be a sign to them that God knows them, God's with them, God cares about them. It's going to be a confirmation. It's going to be a point that's going to cause them, an intersection that's going to cause them to praise God and to worship Him. So don't give up what you're doing. Don't get discouraged. Don't get overwhelmed. Just step back, let God overwhelm you again, and then run forward with what He has asked you to do and to be in this season. God bless you.